What if I told you that Barbara O'Neill discovered a way to wake up with stronger, more recovered muscles without spending another minute in the gym? And before you click away, thinking this is just another supplement video, let me stop you right there because what Barbara O'Neill found goes against everything the fitness industry has been telling you about magnesium and recovery. In fact, when you hear what she discovered, you're going to wonder why no one told you this sooner. According to Barbara O'Neill, there are 2 simple vitamins that work like silent repair workers while you sleep, rebuilding your muscle tissue, eliminating soreness, and giving you the kind of recovery that most people spend hundreds of dollars chasing. And here's what makes this so powerful. You're not adding more workouts. You're not buying expensive protein powders. You're simply giving your body exactly what it needs at the exact moment it can use them best during your deep, restorative sleep. Now, stay with me because at the end of this video, I'm going to reveal Barbara O'Neill's exact protocol, including the dosages and the specific timing that makes all the difference. But if you skip ahead, you'll miss the why behind this method, and without understanding the why, you won't get the results. If you've been wondering why your muscles stay sore for days, why your recovery seems slower than everyone else's, or why you can't break through training plateaus no matter how hard you push, Barbara O'Neill says you're missing these 2 critical vitamins. And when I show you which ones they are, you're going to have one of those lightbulb moments where everything suddenly makes sense. Before we dive into the exact vitamins, and trust me, we're getting there, I need you to understand something Barbara O'Neill emphasizes repeatedly. Most people think muscles grow in the gym. According to Barbara O'Neill, that's the biggest misconception in fitness. What happens in the gym is actually muscle breakdown. The real growth, the real recovery, the real transformation? That happens while you sleep. And if you're not fueling that sleep window correctly, you're literally leaving gains on the table every single night. But more on that in just a moment. Barbara O'Neill discovered something fascinating about the human body's repair cycles, and once you understand this, everything about recovery will make sense. She says that your body operates on 2 distinct phases throughout the day. During daylight hours, you're in what she calls the breakdown phase, where your body is using energy, mobilizing resources, and actually breaking down tissue to fuel activity. But at night, everything flips. According to Barbara O'Neill, when the sun goes down and your body prepares for sleep, you enter the rebuild phase. This is when your body shifts all its energy toward repair, regeneration, and growth. She explains that during deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, your testosterone levels regulate themselves, cortisol drops, and your muscles get flooded with nutrients that repair those tiny micro-tears from your workout. Here's where it gets interesting, and this is something Barbara O'Neill emphasizes in all her teachings. Sleep isn't just rest. It's your body's construction zone. Barbara O'Neill said that if you think of your workout as demolition, then sleep is when the construction crew comes in to build everything back stronger. But here's the catch, and don't skip this part because this is critical. If that construction crew doesn't have the right materials, the right tools, and the right building blocks, the repair work either happens poorly or doesn't happen at all. This is why Barbara O'Neill is so passionate about nighttime nutrition. She discovered that most people are supplementing at the wrong times. They're taking vitamins in the morning when their body is in breakdown mode, not rebuild mode. It's like delivering construction materials to a job site after all the workers have gone home. The timing is everything. Now, you might be thinking, what about magnesium? Everyone says magnesium is the answer for nighttime recovery. And look, Barbara O'Neill acknowledges that magnesium has its place. It can help you relax, it can help you fall asleep, and yes, it plays a role in muscle function. But according to Barbara O'Neill, magnesium alone is not going to rebuild your muscle tissue. She says magnesium might help you get to sleep, but it doesn't give your body the building blocks it needs to actually repair and grow muscle while you're sleeping. That's the difference, and that's why what Barbara O'Neill discovered is so revolutionary. She identified 2 specific vitamins that don't just help you sleep better. They actually drive the repair process, enhance protein synthesis, and optimize your hormonal environment during that critical overnight window. And I'm about to reveal exactly what those 2 vitamins are, but first, you need to understand why the first one is so powerful. Keep watching because this is where it all comes together. Number 1. Vitamin D, the first powerhouse. The first vitamin Barbara O'Neill discovered for overnight muscle recovery is vitamin D. And before you say, wait, isn't that just the sunshine vitamin? Let me tell you what Barbara O'Neill found that changes everything. According to Barbara O'Neill, vitamin D isn't just a vitamin at all. It's actually a hormone in disguise, and it plays a direct role in muscle strength, muscle protein synthesis, and even testosterone production. Barbara O'Neill said that when she started researching why so many people were struggling with recovery despite doing everything else right, she kept finding one common factor: vitamin D deficiency. Study after study showed that people with adequate vitamin D levels recovered faster, had greater muscle function, and experienced significantly less soreness after intense workouts. But here's what Barbara O'Neill discovered that most people miss. It's not just about having vitamin D in your system. It's about when you take it. According to Barbara O'Neill, taking vitamin D at night is like stacking the deck in your favor during your body's natural recovery window. Here's why. When you're asleep, your body is in full repair mode. Vitamin D enhances the absorption of calcium and phosphorus, which Barbara O'Neill explains are absolutely critical minerals for muscle contraction and repair. But it goes even deeper than that. Barbara O'Neill discovered that vitamin D influences the expression of genes involved in muscle cell growth. Think about that for a second. This isn't just about feeling better. This is about actually switching on the genes that tell your muscles to grow stronger. If you're deficient in vitamin D, Barbara O'Neill says you could be working twice as hard in the gym and getting half the results because your body simply doesn't have the hormonal signal it needs to build muscle. Now here's something Barbara O'Neill emphasizes that I need you to really hear. Vitamin D deficiency is epidemic. Even if you live in a sunny climate, if you spend most of your day indoors, if you wear sunscreen regularly, if you live anywhere with long winters, or if you have darker skin that naturally filters UV rays, chances are you're not getting enough. And according to Barbara O'Neill, low vitamin D doesn't just affect your bones and immunity. It directly sabotages your ability to recover and rebuild muscle tissue. Barbara O'Neill said she's seen people who were stuck at the same strength level for months, eating enough protein, training consistently, but making zero progress. And the moment they optimized their vitamin D levels and started taking it at night, their recovery transformed. They woke up less sore. They felt stronger. And their performance in the gym started improving week after week. By supplementing vitamin D in the evening, Barbara O'Neill explains, you're allowing it to work in perfect harmony with your body's natural nighttime repair cycle. You're giving your muscles exactly what they need to come back stronger by morning. But here's where it gets even better, and this is the part you can't miss. Vitamin D is only half of Barbara O'Neill's overnight recovery formula. The second vitamin is where the real magic happens, and when you combine these two together, the results are unlike anything else. Stay with me because what I'm about to share next is going to completely change how you think about recovery. Number 2. Vitamin C, the second secret weapon. The second vitamin in Barbara O'Neill's overnight recovery protocol is vitamin C. And I know what you're thinking. Vitamin C? Isn't that just for colds and immune system? That's exactly what Barbara O'Neill thought too, until she discovered something that the fitness industry has been completely ignoring. According to Barbara O'Neill, vitamin C is actually one of the most powerful muscle repair vitamins you can take, and it's especially effective when taken at night. Here's what Barbara O'Neill discovered. Vitamin C is required for collagen synthesis, and collagen, as Barbara O'Neill explains, is the connective tissue that literally holds your muscles, tendons, and ligaments together. Every single time you lift weights, run, or push your body in any way, you're not just stressing muscle fibers. You're stressing the connective tissue that supports them. And according to Barbara O'Neill, without adequate collagen repair, you get stiffness, soreness, joint pain, and a dramatically higher risk of injury. Barbara O'Neill said this was her breakthrough moment. She realized that everyone was focused on feeding the muscles, but nobody was talking about repairing the scaffolding that holds those muscles in place. Vitamin C, she discovered, ensures that collagen fibers are rebuilt strong and flexible overnight, so your muscles and joints can handle the load the next day without breaking down. But there's another layer to this, and this is where Barbara O'Neill's research gets really interesting. Vitamin C is one of the most powerful antioxidants in your entire body. After an intense workout, Barbara O'Neill explains, your muscles are flooded with free radicals and oxidative stress. This causes inflammation, and if that inflammation lingers overnight, your body spends the next day still trying to catch up. You wake up feeling sluggish, sore, and like you've been hit by a truck. According to Barbara O'Neill, by taking vitamin C before bed, you're essentially putting out that inflammatory fire. You're neutralizing oxidative stress and clearing the path for pure, undisturbed recovery. That means you wake up feeling refreshed, significantly less sore, and ready to train again. Barbara O'Neill said that if your muscles aren't weighed down by lingering inflammation, you can perform better, lift heavier, and grow faster. That's the edge vitamin C gives you, and most people have no idea. Now here's where Barbara O'Neill's protocol becomes truly revolutionary. She discovered that vitamin D and vitamin C work in perfect synergy. Vitamin D enhances muscle function and growth at the cellular level. Vitamin C repairs connective tissue and reduces inflammation at the structural level. One builds stronger muscle fibers. The other makes sure those fibers are supported and protected. Barbara O'Neill said this combination is far more effective than relying on magnesium alone. Magnesium, she explains, might help you relax and drift off to sleep, but vitamin D and C actually do the work of repairing and rebuilding while you're in deep rest. Together, they create an environment where your body can maximize muscle recovery overnight, and the results speak for themselves. But here's what you need to understand, and this is something Barbara O'Neill emphasizes constantly. It's not enough to just take these vitamins randomly. The timing, the dosage, and the consistency all matter. And in just a moment, I'm going to give you Barbara O'Neill's exact protocol. But first, you need to understand the secret of timing, because this is what separates people who see results from people who waste their money on supplements. Keep watching. Barbara O'Neill discovered what she calls the anabolic recovery window, and according to her research, this is the secret that separates average recovery from extraordinary overnight muscle repair. She explains that your body doesn't process vitamins the same way at 8 a.m. as it does at 8 p.m. The same vitamin, the same dose, taken at different times can have completely different effects on your body. According to Barbara O'Neill, this is because your body runs on circadian rhythms. These rhythms control everything from your hormone release to your digestion to your cellular repair processes. In the morning, Barbara O'Neill explains, your cortisol levels are high, your body is preparing for activity, and you're in what's called a catabolic state. That means breaking down, using stored energy, and mobilizing resources to get you through the day. But at night, Barbara O'Neill discovered, everything flips. When you're winding down for bed, cortisol drops, melatonin rises, and growth hormone secretion is about to kick in. This is when you move into an anabolic state, and as Barbara O'Neill says, anabolism is all about building, repairing, and restoring. This is nature's way of saying, okay, you've broken down. Now it's time to rebuild. Here's the critical part that Barbara O'Neill emphasizes. If you flood your system with vitamin D and vitamin C before entering this anabolic window, your body has exactly the tools it needs to take full advantage of the rebuilding phase. If you wait until morning, according to Barbara O'Neill, you've already missed that critical overnight opportunity. The repair work has already started without the materials it needed, and your recovery suffers. Barbara O'Neill said she tested this timing protocol with countless people, and the results were undeniable. People who took vitamin D and C at night reported waking up with less soreness, more energy, and noticeably better performance in their workouts. But people who took the same vitamins in the morning didn't see the same dramatic improvements. The difference, Barbara O'Neill explains, is that nighttime supplementation aligns with your body's natural repair cycle. Vitamin D influences protein synthesis, calcium regulation, and testosterone balance, which are all most useful at night when your body is actively repairing muscle fibers. Vitamin C works as the antioxidant shield, mopping up free radicals and boosting collagen synthesis while your muscles regenerate. According to Barbara O'Neill, taking them before bed is like handing construction workers the exact tools they need at the exact time they're working. Timing is everything. But here's something Barbara O'Neill discovered that most people completely overlook. These two vitamins don't just rebuild your muscles. They also protect something even more important, and if you don't get this right, all your training efforts can be sabotaged in an instant. I'm talking about your immune system, and this is the hidden factor that determines whether you can stay consistent or whether you keep getting knocked off track. Stay with me because what Barbara O'Neill found about immunity and muscle growth is going to blow your mind. Barbara O'Neill discovered something that changed everything about how we should think about muscle building. She said that you can have the perfect training program, the perfect diet, and the perfect recovery routine, but if your immune system isn't strong, none of it matters. According to Barbara O'Neill, the number one factor that stops people from making progress isn't lack of effort. It's lack of consistency. And the number one thing that kills consistency is getting sick. Barbara O'Neill explains it like this. Every time you catch a cold, every time you feel run down, every time you have to take a week off from training because you just don't feel right, you lose momentum. Your strength drops. Your motivation disappears. And when you come back, it feels like starting over. She said this cycle destroys more progress than any other factor in fitness, and most people never make the connection that their immune system was the weak link all along. This is where Barbara O'Neill's vitamin D and vitamin C protocol becomes absolutely brilliant. According to Barbara O'Neill, vitamin D is like the master switch of your immune system. It controls how your body responds to infections, how strong your defenses are, and how much inflammation your body produces. When vitamin D levels are low, your immune system becomes sluggish, your white blood cells don't work efficiently, and you're more likely to get sick after hard workouts. Barbara O'Neill discovered that vitamin C powers the actual soldiers of your immune system. Your white blood cells literally need vitamin C to function. They use it as fuel to chase down and destroy viruses and bacteria. Without enough vitamin C, Barbara O'Neill says your immune cells are like tired soldiers with no weapons. They simply can't fight properly. But here's the magic that Barbara O'Neill found. When you combine vitamin D and vitamin C together, they don't just work separately. They work in synergy. Vitamin D primes the immune system so it knows how to respond, and vitamin C provides the energy and protection for the cells that actually do the fighting. According to Barbara O'Neill, this combination is why people who optimize both vitamins have fewer sick days, recover from colds faster, and maintain their training schedules more consistently. And in fitness, Barbara O'Neill says, consistency is absolutely everything. It's not the person who trains the hardest for 2 weeks that gets results. It's the person who trains steadily, month after month, without long breaks. By using vitamin D and C together at night, Barbara O'Neill explains, you can break the cycle of getting sick and losing progress. You can stay healthier, recover faster, and keep training uninterrupted. This is one of the most overlooked aspects of building muscle, and it's exactly why Barbara O'Neill's protocol is so powerful. Here's Barbara O'Neill's challenge to you, and this is how you'll know if this protocol works for your body. For the next 30 days, take vitamin D and vitamin C before bed. Barbara O'Neill recommends starting with 2,000 to 4,000 IU of vitamin D3 and 500 to 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Keep your workouts the same. Keep your diet the same. But pay close attention to how your body feels when you wake up in the morning. According to Barbara O'Neill, within just a few weeks, you'll notice the difference. Less soreness. More energy. Better performance. Faster recovery. She says when you give your body the raw materials it needs at the time it needs them most, your body rewards you with faster recovery, better strength, and more resilience. Barbara O'Neill said to forget the hype around magnesium being the end-all solution. Yes, it has its place, but if you want to truly rebuild muscle overnight, vitamin D and vitamin C are your powerhouse duo. Take them consistently. Take them before bed. And let your body do what Barbara O'Neill discovered it was designed to do: repair, rebuild, and grow stronger while you sleep. Thank you so much for staying with me through this exploration. If you found value in today's discussion, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone who might benefit from it.